When you visit a garden, you're filled with anticipation, even if you've been there before. You're ready to be taken on a journey filled with surprises. And to discover the real mood of a garden, you need to really get in and explore it. Take this one, for example. It has the most amazing vistas in every direction. I'm at Everglades House and Garden on one of the highest promontories surrounded by World Heritage listed Blue Mountains National Park. Here there are 5 hectares of the most stunning terrace gardens. The style combines the elegance and formality of European design with the natural magic of the Australian bush. Now part of the National Trust of Australia, New South Wales, Everglades is definitely one of the most significant heritage properties in the country.
Come, brother, sister, I'll lead you home.
There are many towering trees from all around the world in this garden. In fact, there are over 370 of them, creating a beautiful and romantic landscape. Each tree is actually a living museum. It's numbered, tagged, registered, and then it's mapped. Every tree has its own GPS so they know where it is, and that's so they can protect the heritage site of the entire garden. There are many significant trees like this amazing Californian big tree, which has the incredible name of Sequoia dendron giganteum, and giganteum it certainly is. I just love them. Standard weeping cherries. You know, one specimen in a garden is just fantastic, but a row like this, especially for its time, highly extravagant. Just beautiful. I love the way that the autumn leaves just sort of cascade down, but in spring, breathtaking.
Hold on.
There's no fence. They actually mark the edge of the terrace, which is just quite brilliant. And then when combined with the lush green lawn, the trees, they soften off the wall and they really bring this part of the garden to life. The garden was designed in the 1930s by Paul Sorenson, who, without a doubt, was one of our first and absolutely most respected Australian garden designers. The greatest challenge he faced was the steeply sloping site. His solution? Terracing and retaining walls. But they weren't just any walls. Paul created these amazing dry stone walls in gardens right across New South Wales. But without a doubt, Everglades remains his finest work of art. The stonework continues right throughout the garden on paths and the extraordinary bullnose walls. Pure brilliance. Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him well. Believe it or not, this is the garden theatre. And you know, you can actually feel it on this stage here, whether it's theatre or a performance or a recital or a bit of poetry. This stage has enormous energy. It really lifts your spirits in the garden. The wings are real conifers, Lawson cypress at the front, and then at the back, Cupressus leylandii. Now, unclipped, they would be giant trees, but they've been clipped and trimmed for decades, and they're just so beautiful. The stage was used by the Kosovo Russian Ballet in 1941. How exciting would it have been to see that performance? Paul Sorenson's love of the Blue Mountains is well recorded, and a landscape ploy that he absolutely mastered was creating vistas. And this view says it all. There are 4 framed brick windows. And the brick lintels are just stunning. So simple and so beautiful. Now at home, even in a backyard, when you're creating a bit of a garden, think of a little vista or view that you might be able to build into your garden. The mood here is relaxed, calm and casual. You're on the edge of the naturalistic side of Everglades. On one side, you've got the formal walls, just the last remnants of them. The other side, well, it looks like an old riverbed has just rushed down here, and these are the stones that have been exposed. Oh no, they've all been carefully placed to create this amazing vision. Drops down over the edge, through the ferns, into the grotto, and that's a surprise yet to come. The water on its journey passes a couple of plants very dear to my heart, the red cutleaf maples. They are also a favourite of the master gardener, Paul Sorenson. Simon, you take on a responsibility of a garden like this as head gardener. What a challenge.
It is a very special place, and I'm very lucky that it's got great bones to work with and great staff around me to help. And without the volunteers, I don't think we'd be able to have the property open, or at least to the standard that is expected. One of the main things that the public can do is become a member of the National Trust, but also just through visitation to the properties.
Have you got a favourite spot in the garden?
Probably the Glades is my favourite spot. It's very tranquil and easy to escape here. You're in the middle of a residential area, but you can pretend that you're anywhere in the world.
Wow, will you take in that view? Isn't it incredible? You know, there's something magical about the Aussie bush. I can remember these scribbly gums. They became a signature, like the walls of Paul Sorenson's gardens. They're just magnificent. Anyway, I'll stop talking. You can just take in the view. This is the lowest part of the garden. It was very much influenced by this incredible shelf of volcanic rock, ancient rock going back millions of years that's exposed. And when Sorenson came down here, he was really impressed with this and he wanted to make something out of it. Over 500 cubic metres of soil and dirt and rock were taken out of this area to create the pond, to allow for the 8-metre drop in the waterfall behind me. To dam the water to create the pond for the grotto, this rock here, weighing 40 tonne, was brought in and placed here to hold the water back. What I'm finding interesting today is that nature is gradually closing it back in once again. Everglades offers so much to the visitor. If you've got a spare day this weekend or sometime in the future, definitely put it on your bucket list. This is one of the great gardens of Australia.